I got a lot of questions apparently. Okay, the first question comes from Amane. 1. What version of Flash do you use? I use Macromedia Flash, although I wish I could get Adobe. I've tried Adobe before, and I think drawing in Adobe is more fluent to handle than, say, Macromedia. 2. Why don't we talk anymore? I miss you. Okay, Amane, if you ever want to talk to me, you can always hit me up on Steam. I'm usually there during the afternoon to the rest of the day, and trust me, Amane, if you think that those stories about Fang ended there, oh, you haven't heard anything yet. Seriously, I could make a whole video about that guy, and I probably will. 3. Homestuck? Yeah, I know about it. Loudon's the one who got me into it. However, I haven't been looking at the series as much. I did get to chapter 5 of Homestuck after going through the past 4 chapters, but I kinda just stopped in the middle of chapter 5. I keep telling myself I'll get back to it, but I never end up doing so. 4. If yes to the above question, favorite troll and human. My favorite troll would have to be Gamzee, and my favorite human would have to be John Egbert. Seriously, those two crack my shit up. And 5. I don't know. Have you... No. Do you like tacos? Of course I do. Only communists despise tacos. Next question comes from SonicFan3311. What other kind of animation videos do you want to try out, such as sprite battles or any new series you're planning on making? As for sprite battles, the last one I had in mind was a fight between Sasuke Uchiha and Amaterasu from Okami. See what I did there? As for a series, me and Loudon have been thinking about making a series all about Guns the Bounty Hunter from the Klonoa series. He's really into the idea. And speaking of which, Loudon, we still need to talk about that idea. Hit me up on Steam whenever you're good. Comment removed, author withheld. Well, that's not a question at all. This next one comes from MomoMeister1. 1. Do you consider yourself a huge fan of Homestuck or just a casual fan? I say just a casual fan. As I said to Wamane, it's been a while since I last picked up on the series, so I'm not all that heavy on the Homestuck mythos. 2. Best, if there is any, and worst crossover pairings. Again, not a huge Homestuck fanatic, so I can't answer that too well. I don't really know about the pairings, nor do I know the reasons as to why. If this was about pairings for Sonic or Naruto, because I'm such Narutard, I could argue for hours. 3. Worst commentator in the commentary community. Well, that's not really about my animations at all, but then again, I practically let that idea slide the moment this question popped up constantly, which means I'll never answer this question again. So, I would have to say Lyric Shooter. I know he doesn't make commentaries anymore, but he's constantly trying to get himself involved in the commentary community, so I think he still counts. Seriously, you have to try real hard to be worse than Lyric Shooter. Seriously, ask Mr. Sir Raven if you don't believe me. He had him in a conversation where Lyric Shooter asked what the word logic means. Food for thought. Next question comes from Paul K. Dragon. Are you planning on doing a rant on PewDiePie? Because when I look at his vids now, I just think, wow, and I used to be like this. Before I answer that, I find it amusing that you're now picking the time to make fun of PewDiePie now when so many times before you were trying to compare yourself to him. You kept saying, oh, if PewDiePie can do this, why can't I? Why the sudden change of heart, bro? Now to answer your question, I have considered doing a rant on him, but haven't found the time to do so. However, if you guys really want to see me do a rant on PewDiePie, I'll be glad to put on a show for you guys. Next question comes from Stardust Dragon 587. Keith, get the synchro rifle. What made you start doing sprite animations? This goes way back when I first went on YouTube. At first, I wanted to be a guy who would just do gameplay commentary on my old PS2 games, one of them being Pac-Man World 2. However, when I was looking around, I stumbled upon a guy named SeanSpaz16. I don't really watch his videos as much anymore, considering nowadays I kind of find his material to be a bit meh. He's a hit and miss kind of guy. He sometimes makes good stuff, and sometimes he makes meh stuff. However, this was during the time when he was doing his infamous Sonic blooper series, and I loved it. It then got me interested in trying sprite animations too. Granted, they weren't as impressive as the stuff I make now, but that's to be expected. Later on, I lost a bit of interest in Sean's videos, and I found a new inspiration: Daniel Sun, the guy who made the Power Star series. A series to this day that I think is better than any animation Alvin Earthworm has ever made. Does it beat Vicious? Please. That's not even a debate. Of course he does. Next question is from Kiara Wave 1. When will you shave your afro, XD? Seriously, it's huge.
What are you, insane?
2. What could you recommend to spriters who want to do a sprite series but can only find one sprite of a certain character, like a character from a cutscene? My advice is to broaden your search. Sometimes if you search in places you normally wouldn't think of looking, you might find something. If that still doesn't work, then I say get really used to editing sprite poses. Seriously, you will have to do a lot of sprite editing to get the exact poses you want. Every sprite animator will tell you that. 3. Marvel or DC? Deadpool. 4. Dumbest TV trope cliche you have ever seen? Honestly, I don't watch as much TV myself, considering I have YouTube to watch whatever stuff I want. Besides, if there's a website where I can watch a non-bastardized version of Naruto for free, then screw television. 5. I know you've heard of Naruto, but have you seen the other members of the Big Three? One Piece/Bleach? I have seen One Piece, and I really do enjoy it. Monkey D. Luffy is a really fun character, although I can never see myself sticking around for the entire series. It might just be my loyalty to Naruto, but it may also have to do with the fact that I grew up more with Naruto than, let's say, One Piece. Also, let's not forget that the 4Kids version was going around the time Naruto was there. As for Bleach, I can't stand it. Bleach is boring. Majority of the characters are just carbon copies of other characters in terms of personality. Most of them are just emotionless muscle men who are bent on killing people, and there is little development in the characters at all. At least with Naruto, the characters are a bit more diverse, and I can actually have fun with some of them, like Killer Bee. In Naruto, is character development done right? Next set come from Highlander360. 1. What are your main inspirations for commentating? My main fuel for wanting to make commentaries would probably have to be Random DC's ERCs, before his channel started, getting stale. I thought he was hilarious and I wanted to make commentaries kind of like that, just being a complete smartass. Nowadays though, I think DC's videos are a bit stale, which is why I unsubbed from him, but I still hold him as my inspirations to make commentaries. 2. Best or worst anime? I can't really say best, considering it's hard to choose from. I've seen so many other animes that I think are just as good as others. I think Angel Beats is just as good as the Melancholies of Haruhi Suzumiya, and I like Yu Yu Hakusho as much as I like Rurouni Kenshin. So I can't say what the best ones are. I can make recommendations, but not say what the best are. As for the worst, it's a series that I thought was good, but now I think it's got major problems. High School of the Dead. Now don't get me wrong, I like some of the characters. Takashi, Kota, Saiko, and Shizuka are all interesting characters, and Rei gets her moments. I think the problem that kills it is, well, the thing that's killing, the zombies. The fact that they can't see, smell, and feel is just a constant distraction. If the only way these zombies can go around is by sound, how the hell do they know if they can eat people? And how do these people even get eaten by these zombies like that? I don't feel sorry for these people, I just feel that they're stupid. 3. Got any plans for LPs? I actually have a lot of ideas if I can get my Dazzle to work. I could do one on Epic Mickey, Rayman Origins, Klonoa 2, Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. I'm full of ideas. 4. Vampires or werewolves? Clowns. 5. Favorite childhood video game? Wario Land 3, and I still play that game to this day. Phoenix Angel Gal, why did I write that in the script with a Z? Asks, 1. Favorite genre of anime? Don't really have a favorite. I think any genre is good if it's done right. An action anime can be just as good as a romantic anime if they're done right. 2. Favorite anime? Probably a tie between Angel Beats and Melancholies of Haruhi Suzumiya. They both have well-written stories and have a great sense of humor. 3. What anime do you want to see more than anything else? Can't really say, considering I'm willing to look into anything from a series I like. It's just one of the reasons, why I'm starting to read the Quest for the Spark books. They were a sequel to the Bone series, so I just have to look into it. However, I do want to see Excel World. I heard that one was good. 4. What's your opinion on Gravity Falls? Haven't seen it, but considering it's made from the same people who made Fish Hooks and Almost Naked Animals, I'm not going to hype it up since I didn't like either of the two. 5. Who's your favorite musician? Don't have one, but Platinum Rhythms is pretty good. I know it's shameless promotion, but this is my Q&A video. Deal with it. This is not double negative, I mean metal asks, 1. Favorite music genre? Orchestra. 2. Favorite anime? Already answered that. 3. Favorite video game? Currently, it would have to be a tie between Klonoa 2 and Okami. 4. Favorite movie? Don't have one. Master TP10 asks, 1. Favorite Pokemon? Typhlosion. To me, Cyndaquil is the best fire starter, and Typhlosion is one of the reasons why. He kicks so much ass, plus Generation 2 was awesome, so knowing Typhlosion came from that generation just makes it even better. 2. Thoughts on the Wii U? It looks interesting, but the only game I really want to play for it is Rayman Legends. 3. How is the progress on your Rise to Superior movie? Bro, I haven't even heard a word from my judges telling me who they think the cast should be. Can't do anything without a cast. Hint, hint. 4. Do you have any material for future commentaries? Nope. 6. Where's question 5? It died. Next question comes from Loudon.
Why, hello there, Fagula. Before you enjoy your moment of people jizzing over your videos and fun shit like that, here's my questions.
1. Have you fixed your problems with anatomy?
Nope.
2. How's the Klonoa movie coming along? Yeah, I still need to get the lines as well as fill in a few character positions. And 3. Guns is boss, am I right? Bro, that's not even a question, that's a statement. Pikachu OZ asks, 1. Favorite thing about the Bone comics? Everything. Just everything. 2. Would you like to see Klonoa get an anime? Hell yeah, and it better not be like the April Fool's prank that Namco pulled on us one year. Man, that was just mean! 3. Thoughts on Pokemon Black 2 and White 2? Want it! 4. Any future animation or comics? Well, there's the Rise to Superior movie, the Klonoa movie, the Sonic movie. As well for comics, I'm still revising the first issue for Rise to Superior. 5. Anime/cartoons you dislike. I already answered for anime, but for cartoons I dislike, hands down, Kid vs. Cat. Everything about that series is just dumb. The characters are dumb, the stories are dumb. The idea that a random house cat turns out to be an alien cat from another planet is just stupid. When will idiot story writers like this realize that alien plot twists don't always work? It's not creative, it's just stupid. Next we have Genesis Sanctuary, who asks, 1. Which of the commentaries you've done so far is your favorite? I honestly can't answer that because every time I make a commentary, I always find it better than the last one I did. Hell, I don't even give myself so much credit as a commentator either. 2. Who is your favorite Naruto character? Killer Bee. He raps, is a ninja, carries a demon, pwned the leader of his own village, and is black! You can't top that! As for other characters I think are my favorites, I did mention earlier on that I think Naruto is one of the examples of character development done right, so yeah, he's high up there. 3. Why is your afro so epic? Simple, because I don't listen to Kiera Wave. Next we have Little Commentaries, who asks, 1. Where have your time been going lately on the internet? Which one takes the most time? What? 2. Where's my Clona? Well, sir, I don't know who your Clona is, but it's probably the thing I buried in a ditch. But if it's Klonoa you're looking for, here he is. 3. What characters are in your animation stuff? Do people seriously care who I put in my animations? Hey, I can put Lester the Unlikely in any animation I damn well please. Next we have Landon, who asks, 1. Do you use a tablet for your animations? No, I don't even own a tablet. 2. What do you think would be a good start in animations? Programs, techniques, etc. Any animation program will work if you know how to use it. And as for techniques, if you're a guy who wants to get into sprite animations, then I say start simple. Don't jump into the heavy fight scenes just yet, and practice with just making the sprites move. Once you grasp that concept, then you can start moving on to animating a small scene, at least 15 to 30 seconds long, and if you feel like you're ready, then you can start making full-fledged scenes of whatever you want. 3. Have you seen my mojo? Yeah, I think GSD took it when he left YouTube with Ballface all over him. Thank goodness we found its daily motion. Stubbs Wolf asks, 1. Thoughts on the upcoming Justice League movie? Never heard of it until now. Then again, I'm not too big on the DC universe. The only thing I was really into from the DC universe was Batman the Animated Series and Batman Beyond. 2. What video game consoles do you have? I have a PS2 and a Wii in terms of consoles. I wish I had a 360 though. 3. Who is going to be in your Flash animated movies?
Okay, you know what? Fine. You guys want to know so badly, I'll tell you. My next animation is going to include the Pringles guy, Woody Woodpecker, Yukon Cornelius, Parappa the Rapper, and Thresher from Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. You guys happy?
Favorite comic book hero and comic book villain? Favorite hero, Phone Bone. You guys know why. And I don't really have a favorite villain. I like a lot of villain characters, to be honest. 5. Favorite anime/manga series? Already answered for anime. As for manga, it's a tie between Naruto and the Rosario plus Vampire mangas. Metal Fantasy Raider 1 asks, 1. Favorite Pokemon? Don't say Charizard, overrated in my books. Already answered that, and come on bro, Typhlosion would pwn Charizard any day, and everyone knows it. 2. Any games that are overrated/underrated to you? Overrated, I would have to say Modern Warfare 3. Seriously, it's the exact same game as Modern Warfare 2, and you know it, you delusional idiots. And for underrated, I would say anything from the Klonoa series. 3. Worst person on YouTube? Lyric Shooter. Yeah, ZM, remember when you said it was hard to outdo Fluke Dog's Fail? Yeah, this guy favorites videos about gorillas having sex. Any questions? 4. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. Why, you interested? 5. Favorite 2D/3D platformer? As for 2D, Rayman Origins. As for 3D, Crash Bandicoot Warped. Four Wheeler asks, can you add Deadpool in one of your animations? Sir, Deadpool can be in whatever he wants.
Of course I can.
Griff7619 asks, 1. Would you consider adding my fan-made character as an addition to one of your animations? You'll remember him from GST's videos which no longer exist.
No.
2. Do you plan on doing any more animated series than what you got right now? Note that I'm not talking about any shorts whatsoever. Already answered that. 3. Can I be a voice actor in one of your new characters?
No.
4. What advice would you give to beginner spreaders? Refer back to my answer to Landon's question. 5. Why or why not? This refers back to the first 3 questions I asked you. Because I heard your voice acting, you're boring and emotionless. I know so many people who are infinitely times better than you. And why don't I want to add your character? Because it sucks.